My name is Brian Wind and I'm a returned volunteer. I've done several assignments with VSO. Before that I was a VSO volunteer.
My connection to VSO really is through Brian, of course. The first thing that I did get involved with was the Women Matter campaign. We'd been to Tanzania and we had actually met some women, and people that were living with HIV/AIDS. We went to see our MP, Eric Martlew. We made an appointment.
So we went to see him and we said that we wanted to talk to him about a campaign, Women Matter. And we took the leaflet. At the time, there was a move to get MPs to sign an early day motion in Parliament. And one of the things we asked him was, have you signed this early day motion? He turned to his secretary and said, have I signed this? And she said, with her computer, said, no, you haven't. And he said, well, register it. I will sign it when I go back to Parliament on Monday. And I think that this perhaps sharpened his focus a little bit more. And I think that when we go again with the new campaign, yes, he will realise that we are really about changing the world.
Yeah. Anywhere that I went, I would mention it. I went to have my car serviced and I handed leaflets out to all the young mechanics and people like that. Went to the doctors for injections and I got the nurses to sign one, send it in. I sent it off by email. I took it to my yoga group, to my sewing groups. I actually got 100 leaflets and gave them all out, and I only gave them to people I knew would pass them on and get them signed. I made them promise to do that, and they did, and I think it was successful.
It's important, I think, for people to support these sort of campaigns because they are at the heart of development in the developing world now, particularly focusing on women. When we've been to Tanzania particularly, we're very involved with women's groups. Raising these issues, which are real issues, which can affect the lives of millions of people, is a really very worthwhile way of using the personal experience that we've got. We're very impressed and excited about the notion of getting United Nations recognition for the role of women in development in the developing world. And the opportunity which has arisen because the United Nations themselves are being pressed to look again at their organizational structure and perhaps have something approaching the level of involvement of UNICEF and funding to actually capitalize on the role that women can play in meeting the Millennium Development Goals. We will certainly be trying very hard to persuade people that this is timely and right.
I think a campaign like this can make a difference throughout the world, really. And I do think that with the publications and everything that VSO give volunteers to work with are absolutely brilliant, and it makes it very easy for us, really. And we can hand these things out and talk about it. And when, say for instance, you're trying to fundraise or anything like that, you think, oh my goodness, that's too big for me. What could I do? I'm just a volunteer. But really, with the backing and all the things that you are able to help us with, it becomes very easy.
In the developing world, women really are the key to such a lot of the future.
I think it's important for everyone to think about what's going on in the world, and if we can tell them a little bit about it, just a little bit, and they grasp something and take it away, then it all adds to the big picture in the end.